Journalwithjaimec here. Frustration. Frustration. You ready? Dealing with frustration. I said when I moved out, I would never live dirty, and that's what I meant. Frustration. So every week, whatever's not clean, I clean. And this is what I mean. Clean. Not dust it off. I mean clean. If everything is dirty or around it, I clean it. I get the Windex, I get the vinegar, I get something. I get a wipey, I get a baby. Look, I even get a baby wipe. I wipe it. Clean. Clean. So, frustration. When you are frustrated, get in your comfortable place after you do what you have to do. And this is a video of how to deal with frustration. I'm not going to be here long. I just wanted to pop on and tell you that sometimes in life we got to deal with the frustrations, or we got to deal with the things that we don't want to deal with. Today was one of my frustrations that I didn't want to deal with. I didn't want to face. But Journalwithjaimec faced it and got through it. Hopefully the incident is better. But when you are frustrated, the first thing you should do is face it. The second thing you should do is, after you face it, is get in your comfortable place and realize, wow, I just did something that I really didn't want to do. And thirdly, don't let that frustration come back. Don't let that frustration come back. A lot of times we get so frustrated with people, we let that frustration overwhelm us and overtake us. But you can't let it overtake you. I try and remember, God was never frustrated. God was never irritated. God was never concerned. God was concerned about your heart and your soul. But God was like, that this or that person has to go through it. I'll tell you the instruction, and then you have to go through it. There is nothing that you don't have to go through. There is nothing that you don't have to deal with. So, dealing with me, I'm a very clean person. And sometimes I get irritated because the person or the comes in with all these things and baggages, and it's easy not to get in tune with it. You know, you have those friends that always want to talk to you about it and lay here and woe is me. You know, and you're not getting paid for it. You just gotta let it. You just gotta learn how to release it once you get to that frustration. And thank you for those who are tuning in. But this is how you get unfrustrated. You get into your comfortable place, and after you face the frustration, after you face the thing that you thought you couldn't overcome, then later on this evening, you guys, since it's Friday, I'm going to talk about my frustration. I'm going to write about my frustration. Sometimes we don't write about our frustration. We put it out on others instead of learning how to write and defrustrate yourself. So this is just a simple how-to. It's not hard, but you gotta set your boundaries. You gotta set your limits. You know what I mean? If you're used to being a clean person like me, you gotta You gotta nip it in the bud. You gotta nip it in the bud. You got to. You can't sit there and just let it overtake you. Dealing with your frustration. I give you a challenge to journal your frustration when you are frustrated. Journal it, talk about it, say in the video what you have learned. I've learned that sometimes you got to deal with what you don't want to deal with. Sometimes you got to deal with the hardcore dirty stuff. But you got to do that so then later you can be like, whoa, I did that. And I got through it in one piece. So it feels good to face my frustrations. It's not good to be frustrated and let it keep frustrating you until you get so mad and upset and you just want to kill somebody. Dealing with your frustrations. And if you need more advice or more of a concern, you can email me, Journalwithjaimec, and I will gladly walk you through the steps again. It is not simple. It is not easy. It looks like I'm getting a pimple. But it's worth